Pittsburgh Steelers as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' all-time leading passer and 2-time Super Bowl champ Ben Roethlisberger ready to lead this offensive unit. And he's led them since his rookie year all the way back in 2004.
Check 53. I'm coming after you.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 70 yards. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Well, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Conner looking for space. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
23 yards, the final tally.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. The
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward? He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mayfield now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll run it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
First down, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown. On the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready? Like 80. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here we go. Wide 80.
in, leaves to counter on the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Samuels. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Mayfield, it's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all to 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. So far, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. On first down, Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's soccer to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins, and they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's in. Touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A second down throw for Mayfield. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mayfield now, flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Samuels. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Johnson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Finding Harris over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
180. Man left. 3 down.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to half down to Orlando. That's where we... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man, it's Madden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go!
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's got Moncrief. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
53, Mike.
2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and inches, Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it. Joseph now to have the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Young on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with a up of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mayfield down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the front into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, good move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think...
This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Let's go, fellas.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ben to throw again. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league And I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Samuels again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Samuels. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane.
And this will be caught at the 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Mayfield going for it all, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big